Good morning everyone, welcome again. Today we will discuss about endocrine glands. So this is a new topic in chapter 3, the basis of human behavior. So let's start from glands. An organ which secretes particular chemical substances for use in the body or for discharge into the surroundings. So there are three types of glands in our body: endocrine glands, exocrine glands and heterocrine glands. Firstly, discuss exocrine glands. Exocrine glands are glands that secrete their products into ducts. Example: sweat glands, salivary glands, mammary glands, stomach, liver. These are exocrine glands. Then endocrine glands. Glands that secrete their product, means hormones, directly into the blood rather than through a duct. For example, pituitary gland, pancreas, thyroid gland, adrenal gland. Next is heterocrine glands. These are glands that perform both exocrine and endocrine function. For example, pancreas. This is heterocrine glands. But in this chapter we have to discuss about only in detail endocrine system or gland. So endocrine glands play a crucial role or important role in our development and behavior. They secrete specific chemical substances called hormones which control some of our behaviors. These glands are called ductless glands or endocrine glands because they do not have any duct, unlike other glands, to send their secretion to specific places. So hormones are circulated by the bloodstream, the endocrine glands, from the endocrine system of the body. This system works in conjunction with different parts of the nervous system. The whole system is thus known as neuroendocrine system. So endocrine system is here on the screen, consists of gland and group of capillaries which facilitate diffusion of hormones to bloodstream, and they are commonly referred as the ductless glands because the hormones secreted directly into the bloodstream. Here you can see neuroendocrine system figure. This figure you can see on screen shows the major endocrine glands of the body. So firstly we will discuss today about pituitary gland. The pituitary gland is situated within the cranium just below the hypothalamus. Pituitary gland is divided into two parts: anterior pituitary and posterior pituitary. The pituitary gland or hypophysis is attached to the hypothalamus at the base of the brain. The hypothalamus is the major integrating link between the nervous and endocrine system. Although the pituitary gland is sometimes called the master endocrine gland. Together, the hypothalamus and pituitary gland regulate and virtually all aspects of growth, development, metabolism and homeostasis. The pituitary gland can be divided into, as I told you, about two division of this gland: interior pituitary and posterior pituitary. It is the size of pea, weighs about 500 mg and consists of two main parts originate from different of the cell. Interior pituitary is an upgrowth of glandular epithelium from the pharynx, and the posterior pituitary are downgrowth of nervous tissue from the brain. There is a network of nerve fibers between the hypothalamus and the posterior pituitary. Here you can see here pituitary gland. Pituitary gland consists of adenohypophysis, means anterior lobe. It is influenced by hormones which come from the hypothalamus, and neurohypophysis means posterior lobe. It is influenced by neurons which conveys hormones directly from hypothalamic nuclei for storage of posterior lobe. Here is about posterior pituitary. Posterior pituitary works as a unit with the hypothalamus. Although the posterior pituitary does not synthesize its own hormones, it does not store and release oxytocin, OT, and antidiuretic hormone, ADH, produced in the hypothalamus. So OT controls uterine contractions during delivery and milk injection during breastfeeding, and ADH causes retention of body water, controlling the body's water balancing mechanism. Here is about anterior pituitary. Anterior pituitary secretes hormone that control a wide range of bodily activities. The hypothalamus regulates the anterior pituitary by producing releasing hormones that stimulate release of anterior pituitary gland hormones and inhibiting hormones that suppress release of anterior pituitary gland hormones. And the anterior pituitary has 5 principal which secrete 7 major hormones. So this is why the pituitary gland is known as the master gland. Some hormones are secreted at a steadily rate throughout the life, while others are secreted at an appropriate time in life. For example, the growth hormone is released steadily through the childhood with some spurt during adolescence, but gonadotrophic hormone are secreted at the age of puberty, which stimulate the secretion of appropriate sex hormones among boys and girls. As a result, primary and secondary sexual changes take place. So this is about pituitary gland we have discussed today. Next time we will discuss next gland, thyroid or adrenal. Next glands about thyroid gland and adrenal gland. So that's it for today. Thank you.